tendency to build with like way too many packs. It's really easy to get carried away and all of a sudden I've used like 30 packs in one tiny house build. And on one hand, I think it's kind of fun to see that content and see all the packs together, but on the other hand, nobody can actually use those builds because nobody has all of those packs. So I try to find a little bit of balance there between like ridiculously pack heavy builds and then more reasonable limited pack builds. And these days I tend to make quite a few more focused build videos when a new pack comes out. Like I just got done doing a ton of businesses and hobbies only build videos, but I didn't really do that back in the day when a lot of the older Sims packs were first releasing. So now I'm kind of trying to retroactively go back and make videos like that on a lot of the oldest Sims 4 packs. And today we're gonna try and do that with Spa Day. I'll be honest, Spa Day is not my favorite pack. I like the gameplay from it, but a lot of the build stuff is a little bit too modern for my usual taste. It's not that it's bad, it's just maybe a little bit hard for me to use a lot of the time. I'll have my Sims do yoga and stuff, but it's rare that I actually place a spa in my world and then have them go for a spa trip. I guess it's just not something that crosses my mind too often. Like I'm not having them go out and get massages all the time, but it does have some pretty nice furniture. Like there's some really beautiful sofas with some pretty colors. There's a lot of kind of cool wooden accents. It has a kitchen set. Plus it has a ton of wallpapers. It's got doors and windows. So there's a lot of potential here. But to add a little bit of extra spice to this, we're gonna try and build a starter home with Spa Day. So I got a test sim and 20,000 simoleons, and we're gonna see if this is even possible. Because while Spa Day has nice stuff, it also has a lot of expensive stuff. And I have a long list of things that I would like to include. Like for example, it'd be really nice to use the Spa Day bathroom sets, but this thing is 880 simoleons. So I don't even know if that's possible. We're gonna spend all our money on like the dumbest things. I also wanna have things for meditation and for yoga. I think we need to have at least one other spa type of item. Like if possible, I would love to have a sauna. There's also things like this punching bag and the treadmill that would be nice, but the treadmill is kind of pricey too. It's like 1,800. You can't even really use the Spa Day radio because it's 720. So all of that to say, there's a lot that I would love to put in here because functionally it would be nice to have these things. I just don't know if realistically it's gonna happen for us. Okay, I have this idea of maybe having some sort of kind of longer L-shaped house. I don't know if this is really gonna work for us, but I think it would be cool if we could do something like this and then maybe put a fountain in it. And you know, we probably don't have money for that, but wouldn't that be super cool? Especially because Spa Day has stuff like that. There's like little fountain objects from Spa Day. I guess I'm thinking about this thing. 395. Oh my God. All right, listen, that might not happen for us. Hey, that's okay. These things don't always work out the way you want them to. Okay, we're gonna probably have quite a few platforms around this. I'm thinking that maybe there could be a little front door right here. This could be a balcony. Is that too big? Well, it's certainly not small. Do you think I could have a chimney in the front just for the vibes? Hey, that's money that we can't really be spending, but we can try. Look, this fence, also money that we can't really be spending. Like that was so expensive. Maybe the place needs to get skinnier. Maybe I should have put this on a smaller lot. I honestly love the Spa Day windows, but they're kind of like frosted a little bit, if you can see what I mean. I'm shrinking it again. How about this shape? I don't know if I like it. Let me think about the floor plan real quick. We only have 7,000 simoleons left. I don't think this is gonna work. I think it needs to be skinnier again. Maybe like that. Okay, there are Spa Day stairs, but I don't think we can afford those. Those are 656. These are 536. Okay, I'm trying something that is maybe a little bit chaotic. This is for the back. This is so I can put the sauna in here somehow. And then we can have a big sliding door maybe. How much are the sliding doors? Oh, only 50. Oh, well that works out. That's actually really helpful. I'm glad to see that. Okay, I'm trying to make it a little bit less flat from the back. I think this might work because then oh dear, right here, this could become a bathroom or something. Then we could maybe have the staircase up there. I'm kind of feeling like maybe this whole place should just be open and we shouldn't split it up into any rooms or anything. It can be like a lofted upstairs bedroom. Let me put some stuff in here so that we have furniture paid for. Thankfully, we already have bathroom stuff. I can't afford a shower, but I think that's okay. And we'll decorate this later on. Maybe I could put the yoga mat and the meditation thing on this little balcony. It'd be cool if we had some sort of gym downstairs, I think. So maybe those things could go in this room. Maybe I can shrink the whole place again. Oh no. The less money we spend, I feel like the better. I just don't know where to put the kitchen. Maybe this goes here. Can we afford the Spa Day counters? 260 versus these being 150. Let me just pay for some necessities like this real quick. Okay, I might make this room smaller again. Oh, you know what else I should do before we get too far ahead of ourselves? We need like flooring and wallpaper. How much do these cost? Let me just paint whatever. I'm not gonna keep it all white like this. This is kind of boring, but I'm just gonna paint everything. I'm kind of scared we're gonna get ourselves stuck with nothing. So we'll put something up there. Look how bad it looks. That's terrible. Hey, we're not talking about colors yet. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, I would love to have a desk, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. So let me look at everything from spa day real quick. Forgot that. Oh, this would be such a cool spot to put a fish tank. We can't afford that. I only have 915 simoleons left. I think maybe the treadmill's not gonna happen for us. It's just too expensive. We can put the yoga stuff in here, or maybe like the yoga mat and this punching bag in there. Look, even this 605. Isn't that just wild? Okay, I am gonna use the spa day counters. We'll put them like this. It's gonna be tiny, but it works. I think we also really need to have a desk, even if I can't afford to put 175 for that chair. Oh my God. I was gonna say, even if we can't have a computer, it's nice to have a desk. Wow, this is rough. Maybe they don't get a TV. Maybe our lovely little friends in this house don't get to have one. Because we can just have the living room laid out this way. Well, I guess maybe actually it was better to have it like this. I want to have a bookshelf or something though. Maybe I put this one over here. Yeah, this is terrible. Okay, let me think about the actual color scheme of this place real quick. You know what's like so sad is I truly love this wood color, but there's literally nothing like it in the base game. Like nothing at all that matches that in the base game. Oh my God. Sorry, that's so bad. Oh, I wonder if I could try this like cork flooring could be kind of interesting for some of the places. And maybe we could try to stick to a white wood color. Okay, putting cork flooring inside of this room is probably not the move, but it's okay. Let's just pretend that it's fine, all right? Then we pick a color, maybe like this minty color for our accents. The problem with these, the counters are like cool looking, but the brown is maybe kind of weird. I can't really tell. Ugh, maybe it's the floor that's the problem. I wonder if we could get a floor that matches. You know what? That's interesting. Are there any wall decor items from Spa Day? I mean, I know there are, but what I mean to say is, are they things that I'll want to use? No, doesn't look like it. I'm kind of curious about rearranging this place. I don't know, it's hard. This is a weird layout. It's because of the sauna. The sauna makes it weird. I want to look at some of the debug base game stuff, because if there's any debug artwork. Look, this is only 220. You see what I mean? Like, won't that be kind of cool? That's 110. I know it's expensive. All right, I don't think we can use that. The plant being 605 is ridiculous. Like, there is absolutely no reason that we should ever do that. I did not realize how expensive this bamboo was. So that's like kind of a shock to start trying to use it and have it be that pricey. Okay, this is me getting like a little side door, just because I feel like if we have something like that in the corner, it'll help with this space feeling kind of empty. I might use this brown wallpaper up that whole wall. I guess we're doing kind of a green thing upstairs. Unfortunately, Spa Day's green is not really green. It's like blue, but this comes in green. So where does that leave us? Like, should I use it? Okay, I'm starting to think that maybe the wood color's the problem. Maybe I should have stuck to this like creamier brown. Of course, this also does not match anything that we actually have in the game, because that would just make too much sense. Okay, I think I'm kind of preferring this color scheme now. So that feels a little bit better. I'm relieved by that. Let's try and fix this bathroom with some different colors too. Okay, I do need a mirror in this bathroom. It doesn't have to be a nice one, but we need to have one of them. I think we can probably switch to a different kind of desk chair as well, so we can save some money that way. I would really like to have a dresser. I know I said that earlier, but I think that would be a really nice touch if I can make it work. It's just so expensive. So if we have that, we can't really have much else. Okay, does this come in a wood color that matches? No, of course not. I would love for this room to be all wood, but maybe we could have the tile and then wood seats. I don't like it. It bothers me how the woods are different colors, but maybe I should just get over that. Also, should I swap this to be a glass door? Oh no, you shouldn't, because you can't. Okay, that's fine. I think I'll put tile along this wall. We have plenty of space for the punching bag. You can do yoga. Let me rethink the color scheme outside. Also, Spa Day has like loads of different textures, so if we wanted to try and use some extra tile, we could do that. Oh, I have no trash can. Well, that wasn't really thought through, was it? Oh God, and these parts also aren't paid for. Okay, I'm feeling right now as though maybe I should have made this balcony smaller. I don't really like the look of that from the front of the build anymore, because I loved the skinny window. It's just hard because it's a lot of money. Maybe I shouldn't use this toilet. Oh my God, $110? Oh, geez. What was I thinking? We can't have that. That was ridiculous of me. Okay, this is a little bit of extra money to pay for this stone, but I think that stone on the chimney will be cool. And then I'm gonna paint a lot of the building with this kind of cool wood color. I'm thinking right now that maybe this stuff that I make tile should be made to match this stone that I've added. We can also do that kind of grayish gravel color, and that'll help. Well, maybe the wood slats should have been just white. I guess white and gray is maybe a little bit boring, but it's definitely easy to use. So it'll work nicely in most places. Okay, unfortunately this light, 70 simoleons. Not looking good for us if we want to have lights. How much does this cost? 385. Oh my God. Hey, I don't know what came over me with that idea. That was a terrible idea. Let's swap these to just be windows. Although I just put 2 of them, which cost 270. So that probably is also like silly and defeats the purpose. We can leave it at 1. Is there anything from spa day that is necessary and like maybe cheap? You know what I would like to have is this drink tray. Oh, this little ottoman's kind of cool too. That might be a fun little thing just to sit in the corner. How much was that? 205. Okay, I guess I don't need a drink tray. All right, I actually am feeling kind of good about this. I'm gonna see if I can switch it to a smaller lot. I think that it being on a smaller lot will be nicer when we try to landscape it, which is why I want to try. Oh yeah, it fits fine on a small lot. See, and now all of a sudden it feels more full. We don't have all that empty space, so it's looking a little bit better already. And don't worry, I will use debug landscaping. We're gonna have to get a little bit tricky with this. Okay, he had 198 simoleons left. Well, the good news is the lighting is like significantly worse on this lot, so that's kind of annoying. Oh, maybe I can get rid of just this. Okay, it's like way darker upstairs now, but we have extra money. 200 bucks goes a long way. Oh, the incense burner. Yeah, we should do that because that has gameplay tied to it with spa day. Like Stanley can actually light this. We've managed to include a lot of the gameplay stuff in this pack, which is really good. Okay, I'm going into debug. Now we have to try and get a little bit fancy here. You know, I'm a little sad that we can't really have a patio or anything. It would have been cute if we had some outdoor yoga mats, maybe like a fence. Oh, you know what? This fence might actually work really well. That could be a fun thing to put in the front. Maybe if we had that and then like some debug rocks or something. You know, I'm also kind of thinking that I might like to have more of a staircase, but I don't know if that's gonna work. That's extra money that we don't really have. Oh, I forgot about this fence. That one has some more stone to it. Wow, maybe that's even better. Can you stick that in the wall? No, not really. Okay, but what if we alt place that to be super up against the edge of the lot? Okay, so imagine something like that. So they've got like this super cute little front entrance, kind of like an enclosed front yard. I guess I feel like maybe it would have been better if it came all the way out this way and like touched the edge of the lot. I don't know if the clipping is bad. I guess it's not the most noticeable. I kind of liked it better small though. Is it weird that we have this little grass section? Maybe I put plants there so it seems normal. That also with the plants helps to hide the clipping a little bit. So that might be good. I'm gonna have to get our mailbox inside. I might just put it there though, or even here, I don't know. We'll see where it goes once we have the foundation in. Okay, I'm doing the same debug fence along the back. I'm also leaving a little part open on the side, like over here. The idea being that that is how they would get out of the yard if they wanted to. Okay, I still don't have a trash can outside. I really did mean to put an outdoor trash can, or like any trash can, and I haven't. So that's bad. Oh, hey, one of these hanging plants might be really good. It's a little bit of a different vibe with the pot, but it is cute to have something else upstairs. I want to have something like this, like some little wispier flowers. I swear I can't find stuff like that in debug, but maybe it's not in the base game debug, and that's why I can't find it. I want like these. Okay, what if we made it into a starter home plus? So we give ourselves a budget of like 22,000. No, I shouldn't do that. Can anything be removed from the inside? That sink is pretty expensive. I could use the cheaper one. That gets me an extra 5 simoleons. How about a cheaper chair? Because we could do that. I think it looks terrible upstairs, but it is what it is. And then I can have one more set of these daisies in the back. I just really feel like we need them. Like honestly, it's pretty weird without them, so I think we should do that. We could probably swap the railing out. Oh my god. You know, I loved that glass railing inside, but an extra $400, that goes a long way. I can have my outdoor trash can now. Oh, I forgot about this spa day fish. It's kind of weird, but at least it gives us something on the wall. I can use that upstairs too, right? This is 115. Oh, I would love if I could have 2 chairs. What can I sell? Oh, what if I had just the 2 windows and they were asymmetrical with, no, never mind. Sorry, that was weird. This door is $385. The shorter one is $355. I don't think it looks as good, but no, I'm sorry. I can't. I can get 20 simoleons elsewhere. I could get rid of one of the flowers because the flowers are 20 simoleons. I do actually think it's really nice to have a dining table outside. I just think it helps to have something. We're almost done. I'm just gonna put this foundation back up. We can go around and do some terrain paint. Well, I'll say this. This is definitely the first starter home I've ever built that has a sauna in it. It might be a little bit much, but I'm kind of glad that we managed to fit that. You know what I'm wondering? Can I switch this around a little bit? Bear with me, bear with me. I don't know what I'm doing. I am just thinking. I'm cheating for a second, it's temporary. I don't know, I was just thinking that we could maybe have some sort of carpet underneath this. That's like actual carpet in game, but strategically placed underneath the bed so that it looks like a rug. Well, now I've really gone and messed it up. I guess it could be white or gray. I had it gray before. Let me put this all back. What I'm doing. Wait, hold on. Okay, I think it's time we stop. I do think that's better though. I think it's nice to have something and then it looks like we have a rug. Okay, spa day starter home. If you were to play in this house, you could easily change this into a second bedroom if you wanted to. I think it's also easy to expand it if you wanted to, like you could extend it this way. You could also possibly extend it this way a little bit if you wanted to. There's plenty of room to grow in the backyard. That's what I always want out of a starter home. It doesn't have a TV or a computer, but I think that you could work your way up to that because the point of this one is more to use the spa day stuff and then you can earn money to buy a computer later on. I'm gonna put it on the gallery in case you want to download it. Oh my God, the lighting is like so bad all the time. Okay, I wrote down that it includes all the different spa day stuff and I included bathtub at the end as one of the spa day gameplay items. But that's because with spa day, you can use like the different baths and mud baths and rose petal baths. So it is spa day gameplay. Okay, I feel good about this. I feel like I have redeemed myself with a modern build that isn't terrible. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna end this video right here and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. Oh, and let me know in the comments if you decide to play in this house. Does this inspire you to try and play with spa day? Maybe you should go try and max the wellness skill, because I know I haven't done that in a while.